morning. Okay, so I think that I have a little bit format. I raised my mic and put my clock in front of me, and also wooden fish will be at the back. So I hope that you can hear me clearly. Then and also when I am going to talk after the meditation, right? We have a Dharma talk, so I don't have to, leave up the mic, so making more noises to the viewers. Okay, so for my audience, okay, so at that time you have to, kind of like mute mute it or put the volume lower. Okay, so I hope that we can prevent that. This is a new format, and let's try if it is better. Okay, so I think that is better because I see the sound is moves quickly. Okay, anyway, we are going to start our meditation on time, right? It is 10 o'clock. And so that is the best thing for us to start it on time. Okay, so start our meditation with the walking meditation. So walking, not just walking, but walking with our mindfulness. Okay, with the mindfulness. Okay, so mindful walking. Be mindful on your breathing or the steps that you are taking. Okay, so let's do it. Walk mindfully. you may stay where you are and be mindful on your breathing. Okay, let us turn to the Buddha, and we are going to pay respect to the Buddha by making 3 full bows. So let us take half bow first. Okay, so let us take a seat. Okay, so I think the microphone can get more sounds. Then I put it lower, and so I think that I also receive more other sounds easily. So if you hear the sound of the heater, that is correct. The heater is just on. Okay. Okay, so get the your comfortable balanced sitting posture. Okay. I move a lot today because I think that I actually on Friday, right? I made my way to the temple to do the meditation, and it was snowing, right? And there are the snow were very thick, which is a good things, right? Okay, because we haven't had accumulated snow for a long time in Brisbane, so I was kind of like happy, but it was very thick like that. So, and on Sunday we it is Chinese New Year, so we have to kind of like uh, visitors coming to the temple, so I have to shovel the snow after the meditation. Then I just shovel the entrance. Then I got muscle pain. Okay, so right? Okay, so I have muscle pain, so it is good for meditation because it's it's kind of like soothing the pain. Okay, anyway, if you have pain on any part of your body, meditation is a good way to eliminate it, but it won't go away as we expected. But we can train our mind to kind of like be more having some distance. Okay, so with our pain. Okay, so this is how we deal the pain. Okay, so just relax, because relax also will ease the pain on the muscles, or you have your pain on nerves, or chronic pain. I know how it is. Okay, but pain sometimes is deep on in your brain, it is not really that painful. Anyway, so we do some relaxation first. Okay, so later we can deal with the pain. Okay, so sit straight through your spine. Okay. If you are not able to do so, that is okay. You can just, do as much as you can. Shoulder balanced and relaxed. Take 3 deep breaths. Fresh air in and breathe out all of your stress. After taking 3 deep breaths, let us relax ourselves from head to toe. So relax your scalp, your forehead, and your eyebrows. Relax your eyes and nose. Relax your cheeks and lips. Relax your ears, your neck, and down to your shoulders. Relax your arms and all the way down to your fingertips. Relax your chest and abdomen. Relax your back and your lower back. Relax your legs and all the way down to your toes. So now we have relaxed ourselves from head to toe. Now we're going to do it from one more time, and this time we're going to do it from outside in. So relax your hairs and skin. Relax your muscles, your nerves, and your blood vessels. Relax your bones and joints. Relax your inner organs and your brain. So now we are in a deep relaxation state. And it is best time for us to do the meditative concentration. So what we are doing is called mindful breathing. So just be mindful on your breaths. So each breath you take in and out, you should be mindful. So when breathe in, you can check on how deep the air can reach you. And when breathe out, you can check on how long, how short your breath is. Or if your mind keeps wandering around, then you can try the breath counting techniques. So just take breathing in and out as a cycle. So you can count cycle from 1 to 10 or 1 to 5. So the first cycle, breathing cycle, you count 1. The next breathing cycle, you count 2. And then up to 5 or 10. And after that, you can count back from 1. Okay, start all over again from 1 and up. So there is only one rules, that if your mind wanders around again and you lost your number, or even you were counting as well as you are thinking other thoughts. Sometimes it happens. So like you're
doing two jobs, okay? Thinking and also counting. So if you figure out that you do the same things as I said, then you have to start all over again from one. Okay, so this is the only one rules that is for the breathing techniques or breath counting techniques. Okay, so let us try these and practice some. Let's leave some time for us to practice these mindfully. Okay, so please be mindful.
Okay, so you may open your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Fresh air in and breathe out all of your stress. After taking 3 deep breaths, then let us relax ourselves from head to toe. We can do the transitional warm down exercise. So this is also a relaxation, right? Okay. Okay, so after swaying the body, then you may do and rotating of the body, you can do the massage of your part of body, including rubbing your face gently and also your ears. Massage your scalp to refresh yourself. This is a way of, like refreshing. And also this one is also a kind of like refreshing yourself. Okay, or, kind of like wake yourself up from the drowsiness. Okay, drowsiness of meditation. So sometimes you get drowsy in the meditation. That is because the state of your mind keeps on going down. This is how we describe it. So you will feel drowsy and you will feel like you're going to sleep, just like your leg sleeps. Okay. So, but this is not a good sign for meditation. But sometimes, if you learn the first time you learn, or you're the beginner for meditation, for learning meditation, actually it is quite normal. You'll kind of like you will you'll your mind will have two separate state. One state is that you're going down, it's being drowsy or sleepiness, or it's just like your mind was in a fog, like brain fog, right? Then you're just like going nowhere, right? And in the opposite side is that your mind keeps on thinking. Your thoughts keeps on popping up. Okay, you're being taken away from your thoughts. So that's quite normal. Or it's like, I guess, okay, it's quite normal. Okay. And but for us, we would like to keep ourselves in a state of some calmness. So it's not going up or going down, like calmness. Right? So this calmness will just like a surface of the lake. Okay? When it is so calm, there's no no wind, strong wind blowing on the surface, or there's no rain, so you get like ripples, right? Okay. Or
volcano, or some fish was, kind of like jumping in under the water, or playing on the water, swimming in the water, right? It will disturbing the surface. So our mind is as calm as the surface, so it reflects, it reflects the sky or the scenery of around it, right? Okay, so this is something that we would like to achieve, or we would like to, stay. So that's called samadhi. Okay, so whether you are going down or up, right? So we have to kind of like pull it out, pull it down. Right? So if your mind is always going up, okay, so focus. Okay, and take deep breaths. Okay, 3 deep breaths, and then keep on going. Okay, so it's kind of like an in and out or things. Right? And if you're going down, okay, that is sometimes you need to wake yourself up. So you might want to focus on this part. Okay, so actually this, the entrance of your nose, your nose. You're in the entrance of your nose. It sounds weird. Okay, so the place where the air comes in and out. Okay, so it's the same, right? Okay, so you might want to focus it here. Okay, and if your mind always go up, then you might want to, kind of like focus maybe how deep your air goes down to your body. Okay, so this is how we can, adjust ourselves from being too high up, or too going down. Okay, so we have to pull ourselves to imbalance ourselves. Okay. Now, where's my big book? Okay, so I have my prop today. Sorry. I was so proud of myself, so it's kind of like... Okay, so let me pull myself closer to the mic. Okay, so just beware of the noise. Okay. Okay, so there you go. Hey, there you go. Haha. Okay, so my face might be a little bit darker because the light was just, down. And so, but Buddha is still as perfect as it should be. Okay, so we are going to go on the platform sutra. It's the teachings from the sixth patriarch, and things that we are, kind of like wondering about is that the concept of non-duality. So sometimes we will be, leaning this on one side, then pull and then from, kind of like listen to the concept of non-duality, then we will be swinging ourselves, or to the other side. Okay, so but both are wrong, right? If you are non-duality, then you shouldn't have either any side to lean against, okay, or attach to. Okay, so I would like to talk about more on the non-duality, the concept of non-duality. So sometimes we will be, just as we said, or we mentioned last week, on the cleanliness and the dirtiness, right? Okay, so we like the
the enlightened ones, right? And then and the opposite of the enlightened ones, right? Okay, so the enlightened side, right? So the opposite is like me, right? Okay, or delusions, or like or full of defilements, right? Okay, so but in the what what the sixth patriarch taught about is that we shouldn't separate it, having a clear mind, or clear line, like clear line between these, like between or separating it, right? And actually this is something that we tend to do, and we were taught to do, or this is our survival skills, right? Okay, so because we have to, know, like, are we going to fight or flee, right? Okay, right. So things that considered dangerous, we won't do it. Things considered safe, that we will do it, right? Like, things that we all agreed on, defines as illegal, we won't do it. Things that is legal, we can do it, right? Okay, so actually this is something that we are doing it, right? We tend to do it. So it is very hard, and so this is the reason why we have so the sixth patriarch want to emphasize on. Okay, so maybe there are a lot of grayish part in our lifetime, and so that is something that we have to push, point, the sixth patriarch wants to point it at. And also sometimes, just because of the viewpoint, and or the difference between cultures and another, then the definition of bad and good, or beauty and ugly, or tall and short, right, is different. Okay, so this is also something that the sixth patriarch wanted to taught us. So this is this kind of a relativity, right? Okay, right. So sometimes not duality actually is relativity, right? Okay, so like there are different standards for different things in different cultures, right? Okay. So that I would like to share with you about when I was young. This is something that I still keep in mind, some incident, okay, that I was still I'm still contemplating with. Okay, so let me describe it first. Right, so what had happened to me when I was young? I got a chance to go back to the headquarters. Okay, that happens before, when I became a monk, right, or a monastic. Okay, so or bhikkhuni, okay, whatever you would like to call me. Okay, okay, so this is pretty dark. Okay, so I should use another one. Okay, so there are, what I'm holding, there are three objects that I'm holding on. Okay, one is this. This is this black robe. It's called haiqing. So actually everyone who would like to wear it can wear. Okay, so if, both monastics and lay people, you can wear this. It's called haiqing. Right. So it's a long sleeve and a very, very long one, a traditional Chinese robe. And so, and this is also, you can say you can wear this in a ceremony, right? Or when you're practicing, you're doing the practice. Right? So we can say that this is some sort of the black robe, that everyone can wear it. As you like to recognize or yourself as a Buddhist, you can wear this. Okay. And this one, it might be, different with this, but I don't know if you can see much different between these two. Okay. This is the Precept Rope. Okay, this is called the Precept Rope. Everyone receive a precepts can wear it. It's like kind of like a recognition of your receiving precepts. Okay, so but of course there are differences between the monastic precept robes and the lay precept robes. Okay, so but I'm not going to talk about the differences. Maybe later. Okay, so we always fold it into like a square one that just at the same size with the precept rope, like this, right? Okay, so it seems very neat, and you can pile it up. So without, you can save space, right? Okay. So of course you can hang it in your closet, right? But when you are going to bring it to the temple, so you have to fold it, right? Okay. So this is a precept rope, and this is of course the book, right? A commentary on the Platform Sutra, from my master, the rabbit's horn. Okay, so actually this can be considered as a kind of like a representing of the Dharma, right? Okay, so we can say this is a representing of the Dharma, these objects, the book, right? Okay. Or the sutra, right? Okay, and the precept rows represent precepts. Okay. Aha. Right. And of course, this one is being commonly known or commonly seen among the Buddhists, right? Okay. Then this is also, also very precious, right? The black robe. Okay. So being worn in the service, right? Okay. So with these three, okay, so how can you stack it? Okay, so this is very interesting. Okay, so when we are about to stacking, right, so we were being taught that the black robe should be under the precept robe. Right? So this is how we stack it. Right? We put, right? So this is like this. Okay. So it's just like hamburger. So hamburger, the bread is always on top and the bottom, right? Okay, so you never see it right in the middle, right? Okay, so okay, so this is very interesting. Okay, and this one, okay, so how do you put it? Will you put it on top of the precept robes and the black robes, or you will be putting it under? Like, yeah, like this. Okay, so you can choose. Of course, I will be, talking about it later. For those who choose to put it on top of the precept robes and the black robes, right? Okay, so what is the reason that you choose to be putting it this way? And how about those who put it under? Okay, what is the reason that you put it under? Okay, so here it is. Okay. So so this is something that I would like to mention is because I would like to share with my own experience. So when I was very young, like college, when I was a college student, I went back to Fo Guangshan, a headquarter, to receive my Bodhisattva precepts. Okay, so I was able to go through the 5 precepts, then go on to further to the Bodhisattva precepts. Okay, so when I was on the 5 precepts, ceremony, there's nothing wrong, nothing is very, very, everything for me was very pretty happy, everything is so perfect. The food was so perfect, so delicious. Okay, and the ceremony was so, solemn, and I don't know how to describe, but I was pretty enjoy staying in the ceremony. So it is kind of like a precept retreat. Okay, so it's I think it's 5 days. So or 3 days, I forgot. Right. So after that, that actually is a very, very long retreat, right? For precepts. Right. So we for Foguangshan has this practice before, but right now you don't have to do that anymore. The precept sometimes will, it occurs just a half day, but for those who like to stay longer and learn, right? Then there's uh, there's not much chance to do that. Okay, anyway, so I spent there 5 days for 5 precepts. Learning, right? Learning the etiquette, practicing, learning the precepts. The lecturer or the monastics have a lecturer to go very detailed on the precepts. Right, so very happy. Right. So I would like to pursue my Bodhisattva precepts after the 5 precepts. Okay, then I was kind of like got transferred because the Bodhisattva precepts, there are more people receiving 5 Bodhisattva precepts than the 5 precepts. So we have to sleep in the meditation hall. Okay. So this is the first time I have a chance to go into the meditation hall. Okay, so we have to sleep on the ground, okay, the flat ground. Okay, so people will be kind of like sleeping side by side, right? Okay, so there were an old lady sleeping at the side, at my side, and I think she's more experienced than me because she did a lot. She really taught me a lot. Okay, so one thing that I learned from her is that where shall I put these? Right, if this is the precept book, right, so where shall I put it? Right. So before I used to put it here under my my robes, because I think this one, because before when I get the precept book, the precept book is bigger, right, than the robes. So I think that okay, I can carry the precept books, put it under, so to hold my precept robes. Right? Okay. So I just put it here, thicker and then firmer, so that my precept rope won't fail. Okay. So I just put it here like that, and with the sizes, right? Bigger will be much more under, right? Okay. So bigger then smaller, right? It's just like the pyramid. Okay. Okay. So that is firmness, right? Okay. So you won't fall. So but the old lady said, "Oh, young lady, you should put your precept rope, your precept book on top because these represent Dharma. This is very, very precious. Okay, so you should be doing this." Okay, so imagine this. The precept book was much larger, right, like 1 inch larger than the precept ropes. Right. Then when I heard that, I didn't have any thought. or any thoughts, then I would say, oh, okay, put it here. Right? So like that. So if you have chosen these under the ropes, right? I think that you got some reasons. Then you will defend yourself, right? To do it. Why you do it, right? And maybe why you are not going to change. I'm going to just do this instead of this, right? Okay, so because you think that you're more reasonable, okay, so and you can say, oh, this is precious, right? The precepts is the dharma is precious. How about the precepts? Precepts also precious, right? Okay, so yeah, no, there's a lot of discussions. We can't say argue, but discussions about it, right? Maybe it will be getting stronger. The discussion will be, kind of like fierceful, right? Okay, then it upgraded to arguments or even fight, right? Okay, so this is just normal because we do we do it happens, right, in different occasions, in different topics, different arguments, right? Okay. Different, you're arguing over different things, right? Okay, but for me, or for a Buddhist, okay, we said non-attachment, right? Okay, non-dualities, right? So either when we are saying non-dualities, so either side has their reason, right? And I think both side or both views are make their point, right? Right. So you can say which one is right or which one is wrong, right? Right. So both sides works. Okay. But when I was young, I didn't have any thought of putting it here or there. So I would just being taught here, okay, okay. Then, but if I were, this is okay. So if I same thing. So this incident made me think about what if I like my age right now. Okay, my age. Okay, what if in my age, if it happens again, will I just simply change it, or will I be arguing or expressing my point? Okay, right? Okay. So as I said, either side makes their point, right? Okay. So like they have their own point, and which they are all true, right? You can tell which. No, okay. So uh so if I said non-attachment or non-dualities, what will you do after you were being taught that it should be like this? Okay. Will you be arguing or, expressing your point of view, or you will be simply just put it on top? Okay. And I doubt that myself, if I right now I have the same experience, I might express my point of view first. Okay, then maybe the old lady will be shocked because they will be kind of like they weren't they were not being taught so to to talk back, right? Okay, if this is right, then this is right, right? Okay, never had a chance to express yourself as, hey, I got my point of view, right? Right. But for me, and because I have another training, and I am in a different country. Right? Before, I was kind of like being taught then which is right, and you just do so. But right now, maybe I will express myself. Okay. And but when we are expressing ourselves, it doesn't mean that we are denying, right? We're not denying the viewpoint of it, but we're just expressing our point, right? Okay. But after expressing, then what? Right? Then what? Right. Are you going to still keeping your way doing so, or will you be switching to the way that everybody you do, right? Okay, so this is something that Western and Eastern way of doing it, a difference between Western and Eastern way of doing things or viewing things. Okay. Okay. So non-duality, right? Okay. So if standing on the point of view on non-duality and non-attachment, okay, maybe you can express yourself, or you can put it first, then express yourself why I put it here. Okay, but if you were in a Buddhist college, then you'll you're you'll you'll have different reaction from the teachers. Okay, the teacher didn't expect you to talk. Just do it. Okay. 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 But maybe right now it's also different. Okay. Okay. Uh, so, um, so what will you do? That is very, very interesting, right? Okay. So it is really different, and it is really by different trainings, by different cultures, different way of how you taught to, to treat others or to treat your elders, right? Or then things, your behavior will change, right? But non-attachment, I would like to express non-attachment, right, may be really following, just follow. Then I know that we have our way of doing things, our point of view, but for those who do this, the things, right, they have their own point of view, right? Like, just like this, right? The Dharma is always precious, right? So on top of your robes. Okay, but they think they forget the precepts also precious. Okay, okay. Anyway, you see, I'm arguing, yeah, right? Okay, so we all know that there are different point of view. We should be respecting, you know, uh, people who don't have the same, same opinions, right, or point of view from us, right? And that is because the cultures, they are different, right? But non-attachment, teach us that not just, not being, maybe it is much more being flexible, okay? And it can give us more peace. Okay. Okay, but it doesn't mean that we are going to bow down under the authority or something. But if you are really non-attached, why not do things that you're being taught, right? Right. So you know that these arguments never end, right? Okay. Okay. But right, if everyone do so, especially when, of course, it is not about social justice. Okay, it's not political stance, but we're talking about Buddhist practice. Okay, so it's still different. Okay, okay. So then, what is this and this different for you? If you are really practicing non-attachment, right? Okay, so and I would like to say the last word that there is a saying called uh, the Dharma is you can learn Dharma from Dharma, okay. Or you can learn the Dharma from Dharma. Okay, so the first Dharma is capital letter D. It means the Buddha's teaching, right, or the teachings of the Buddha. And the second Dharma is a small letter D. It's called Dharma. It's everything that you can see or you can perceive, including your thoughts. Okay, something in your thoughts or philosophy, or the world that you see, okay, the cultures, the you know the the studies that or the studies that you learned, right? So that is called Dharma, the small letter D. Okay. So you can always learn the Dharma, capital letter D, from the Dharma, the small letter D. And actually, the Buddha, okay, got his Dharma from the capital letter D, okay, from the Dharma, the small letter D, okay. So I was just kind of like, doing the riddles. All right. So actually, we can see the Dharma, or we can see the Dharma, the capital letter D, from everything that we encounter, or we touch, or we perceive, right? Or in the life that we're living, right? We can all see the letter, the D, the capital letter, the Dharma, capital letter D. Okay, okay. So when we said that this one maybe putting on top or at the at the bottom of the ropes, okay. Uh, if we know the true Dharma, or we learn the non-attachment, we know that actually there is you don't have to it won't troubles you. Okay, putting on top or at the bottom, right? Okay. But of course, there are some, you can see the reason behind why we have to put it on top, or why someone will put it at the bottom, right? Or to support the rope. Okay. And uh, and if you can see that, or you have an ability to see the Dharma, capital letter D, in the Dharma, the small letter D. Okay, I think that there will be really nothing that you will be worried or you will struggle, right? Okay, because that you will be following, right? You will be just follow, okay, then follow the norms, right? Maybe, or the way that people do, right? Okay, so for example, you have to do the Romans do, right? When you're in Rome, right? So you won't be so struggle with that, like, oh, my old way of doing it, right? Okay, or when you're learning some new techniques, then you won't be struggling like, oh, my old ways of doing these, like. So I think that this is something that we can learn from it, and I hope my experience, or those who are still struggling it, not just this, but a similar situation, like you might be more carefree and be more you won't get struggle with that. Okay, so untie with yourself. Okay, so this is also something that the Buddha wants to talk to, emphasize, and also the Zen master want to taught us that we have to, uh, just get untied, okay, with some thoughts that maybe troubles us a lot. Okay, okay. So thank you very much for listening, and I hope that the warm temperature within this week is, I think it's the temperature will drop down again, so keep warm. And also I will next time we're going to go back to the book and talk about something about something about a very very let me see. Okay. A very, very common gong an about in Zen is about the master Bodhidharmas. Okay. Do your teacher. Okay. 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 So thank you very much for listening. Okay, so there are some, Carla is having some reflection, so I will just read it out. Okay, so let me see. I enjoy, okay. So Carla wrote, I enjoy when you teach. Thank you for sharing the temple look. Oh, thank you. Very beautiful. Yes, I think so. And I hope that you can come to our temple to look at it for yourself. May your painful muscle get much better. Oh, yes, it's much better now. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I really appreciate. Yes, it is really, it aches really bad. Okay, okay. So maybe not pain, but it's ache. But it's the same, right? But just different degrees, right? Okay, okay. So thank you very much. So let us pay and thank the Buddha and all the good causes and conditions that make this uh, streaming and meditation possible. Okay, so and let's take 3 bows. So thank you very much for yeah, I will take care of myself. Okay, so just too much shuffle and with with no warm up. I forgot to warm up. Okay, so I hope that everyone who shuffles will not have you know the same experience, and they will be all be safe, and also will be enjoying the shoveling. Okay, and oh yes, and I have a chance to sleigh on the snow. Okay, so this is when on Wednesday. Okay, so Wednesday was snowing, right? Last Wednesday was snowing. So last Wednesday, okay. So the previous Wednesday, okay. So it was snowing. So there was neighborhood bring their house, their kids to the slopes. There is a slopes, right? Just right at the side of the temple. So they brought their little kids to do the sleigh, and I was just enjoying watching them. And then one of the parents said, "Oh, would you like to to try?" And I was kind of like, okay. And I tried, and I sleighed through the almost to the road, or I just sleigh at this near the billboard, the signs at the grass area. So this is so how far that I sleigh. So if you have a chance to come up to sleigh, but right now there's no more snow. Okay, you are welcome to for sleigh. Okay, so I think that Jeff might be possible because he got he got office nearby the temple. So maybe he will bring his sleigh to do the sleighing. Okay, so yeah, this is really fun. Okay, so thank you, and enjoy the weekend, and enjoy Valentine's Day. Okay, so happy Valentine's, and also enjoy the Super Bowl. Oh, I'm going to watch it because I'm going to maybe cheer for the rain because it was here, right? Before moving to LA. Okay, so bye bye. See you. Bye. I think this is the it. If the news was it was right? The rain was in St. Louis before, right? Moving to this LA. So and anyway, so enjoy the weekend. Bye bye.